Hey, my YouTube peeps, welcome back. Thanks again for the support. Today we're talking all about microneedling. What is that, you ask? Yes, this is a microneedle. We're going to talk about what to do with microneedling, what it is, and the benefits of microneedling, and a quick tutorial as well. So, without further ado, let's get to the point. Get it? Point? My peeps, we are talking all about beauty today, and today's shout out goes to Kim. Kim is a online acquaintance that I met, and we've been talking back and forth, and she has mentioned to me that I have a glow about my skin. So I don't know what video she's watching, but anyway, thank you, Kim. And she asked me what I do, what my skin regimen is, and I told her, and she had no idea what a microneedle was. So she said she would like to hear more. So obviously I thought, okay, I'm sure other people are having the same question as well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about all about what this little guy is, and so just a quick little disclaimer. I just want to let you know what I do is I do this at home. This is not a substitute for the clinic version of microneedling. Totally is not. This is my version. What I do, it may not be right, but it may not be what the clinical professionals do, but this is the way I do it, the way that is safe for me. And even if you get a quick introduction on what microneedling is, you can go ahead and do some research on your own and see what works for you. So what is microneedling? So you know how we exfoliate? Everybody knows what exfoliation is. So I exfoliate, I would say every few days to clean off that first surface of your skin to kind of remove the dead skin. So try saying microneedling a few times. It's not as easy as it looks. Microneedling or derma rolling is actually taking it one step further. So you're going down deeper, you're removing that skin and taking all that beauty product inside your skin. So it does take it one step further. So I just want to say this is not rollerblading. And it's not like having nails as your bed. So why do they call it microneedling? Well, I'm going to show you a close-up of a microneedle, but I'm sure you can't see, but there are hundreds of little pointy needles here. It's not needles, more like pricks, I would say. But that's what they're getting at. Microneedling. Got it? Now you know. So these needles, this particular one is 0.2 millimeters. So in order for microneedle to be safe to use at home, it needs to be 0.2 millimeters to 0.5 millimeters, so very, very tiny. Whereas in the clinic, it's, I believe, at least 10 millimeters, so at a much longer scale. That's why it's safe to do at home. I started with the 0.2, the lowest grade at it, and that's why I know it's safe to use at home. At the clinic, I just want to let you know, it can cost anywhere from, I believe, $200 to $700 per session. And the one that I spent, I bought it at Winners for $19.99. Now, I'm not saying $19.99 is such a great deal compared to the sessions. Of course, the sessions at the clinic are totally at a larger scale. That's done by a professional. So it's like apples and oranges, but I personally wouldn't go to the clinic to get it done, but everybody is different, so I started at home because we could all use the help, right? Especially on our face. Also want to say there's a lot of procedures out there that uses chemicals. I choose to be more natural, of course, in everything I do in my home, everywhere on my body. So of course this makes sense to me because there's no chemicals used. So one of the benefits of microneedling is actually it helps minimize pores. That makes total sense, right? Total sense. So the main actually benefit of microneedling is that it stimulates collagen. And collagen, as we know, is a protein and it's made of fiberglass. So it stimulates collagen, not just in the epidermis of the skin that we can see, but it actually stimulates collagen below, and it's called the dermis. So it's just below the epidermis. It actually gives us strength in our skin. It also helps with the elasticity, the way the skin actually moves. It could also help with wrinkles, believe it or not, the microneedling. So that's a great thing. And in turn, all of this stuff is going to make our skin better, more glowing. And you know how after exfoliation, you feel your face glowing? With microneedling, I usually do it in the evening, and in the morning, I do get that glow. So I do feel that, that extra sense of power coming into my skin. So, and of course, looking younger. Hey, okay, so we're going to start our microneedling. So I'm just going to tie up my hair. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Anyway, we are going to do it just before it's getting dark. I'll tell you why. First of all, to film a little bit better, but I usually start this procedure just maybe after dinner, way before bedtime. I usually do microneedling while I'm watching TV because it takes a good time, 5-10 minutes, and then that way you're not in a rush. And you're not doing it when you're half asleep, right? So that's when I do it, and then my nighttime is when all the magic is working. So you want to start off with a clean face, and what you want to do is take off all the makeup that you had during the day, cleanse it, and then I toned my skin. So just before you put your moisturizer on, this is when you're going to microneedle. And then when you put your moisturizer, all the benefits of that microneedling will kick in. And while you're sleeping, you'll look like a beauty queen. So here's my microneedle. For some reason, it squeaks a little bit when it turns. It just needs a little bit of oiling. I'll put a drop of oil and it'll be fixed. So we do not need any numbing cream or mild anesthetic. Believe it or not, in the clinic, because the needles are bigger and it's more painful, they do that. But we don't need anything. It's just like a mild sensation. Not even a prick, I would say. So, yeah, don't be scared. So basically what you want to start is you want to kind of start 3 different ways. I'll show you what I'm talking about. On my jaw, let's start with this side. Okay, sorry about, it's so close up. Anyway, you start like this. You're not even pressing hard. Okay, you're not even pressing hard. Sorry about the squeaky noise. Okay, you start a little bit, and then you go up and down. And you will feel a little bit of prickly, but it's so mild. I don't even know how to explain it. And then you just do that. Up and down. See? It's so easy. It's hardly a prickle. And then what you want to do is start this way. Okay, you just love that noise. And then you start. It's almost like you're shaving. And you do it this way. Okay, and then maybe you do it this way. Okay, so you just try to do as many directions as you can. You can press a little bit harder if you like, and you will know what you can tolerate. So this is kind of mild. I just went a little bit harder, and then I would do it again. And basically this is it. This is it. So as you can see, it's getting a little tiny bit red. If I press a little bit harder, it will go red. And this is the reason that I do it in the evening, because by the morning, it's going to clear up. But just to let you know, in the clinic, I got to compare it to the clinic, right? The clinic, you are red and swollen for a few days. So this is pretty amazing. So that's pretty well, that's it for the cheek. And so what I do is I make sure I get the jawbone, right? I make sure I get these battle things over here. Okay, and then you can kind of start doing anything you want, but just as long as you do get some different direction. See, and I'm going to press a little bit harder because I'm okay with it. See, and I get this little, because I smile a lot and I laugh a lot, so I have a lot of laugh lines. So I do that. And that side is pretty well done. See, it didn't even go red at all. And here, you start again here. Okay, I'm going to keep talking if that's okay. And I gotta say, the slower the motion, the better. I just have no patience, so I do it a little bit quick, but watch TV so you can take your time. And don't forget, under the eye area can be so sensitive. So maybe the first time, don't do it and see how you feel with it, and then, gradually get there. It's also apparently really good for acne, but not heavy acne, of course. Not when you have active acne, but it's actually the acne scarring. So with regular use of microneedling, it will help with the scarring. So actually, this kind of sensation is not even as bad as sunburn. So it's very manageable. It's easy, right? It's easy peasy. It kind of feels good and kind of feels bad at the same time, but it's so good for you. So worth it. It's almost like shaving, isn't it? And don't forget about that under neck area. We don't want to look like you-know-who. And then once I'm done, I start again. If I'm watching TV, I do it again. If I feel like I need a little bit of extra. And you know when to stop. You know what your toleration of pain is. Again, it's not pain, right? So when you're done your actual microneedling, what you want to do is use your moisturizer. Serum is particularly useful. Serum is a more thicker thing and it goes kind of deeper into the skin. But now that you kind of poked all those little holes in your face, excuse me, whatever you use is going to go in deeper. It's going to go below the epidermis. So this is what I use. It's got essential oils in there, which I love. So much good natural products in there. I'll link below in the description. More information if you want to get it. You can save 24%. Getting it as a member. That's how I get it. For me, this is a bit more pricier that I would normally spend on a cream. So I just want to let you know this is the best investment I've ever made for my face. So this is what I use for under my makeup every single day. I don't use it at night. You can though, but I use it and it just kind of gives your makeup a real it sticks to your makeup and it's amazing. And I can feel it all day. It's amazing. So this is what I use. So what you want to do is I usually put it on here because you don't need too much of it, right? You don't need too much. And you want to I just go like this, put it in. This is not how I normally do my moisturizer, but here, this is how you do this because you don't want to kind of ruin what you have. So you want to I know this is really weird, but I do not put cream on my forehead. Any kind of moisturizer, nothing. I don't know why. I think I have an oily forehead and so I just don't make it. I don't do anything. So you just want to really pat it in like this. All the places that you've microneedled. Microneedled, is that a word? I don't know. And you really just want to soak it in there. You can see it's already kind of sticky, right? I love this stuff. When this stuff went out of stock, I died. So I know I always keep it in stock with me. And make sure, don't forget your eyes as well. Like this. Feels so good. I love this stuff. I love it. Love. It smells amazing. got orchid flowers in there. It's got frankincense, my boyfriend. So yeah, so you can feel it. And this is the only time that I use this serum, at night, because that really is going to get below my skin after microneedling. That's it. And I always put it on my hands because it makes it feel so good. And that's it. I'm ready to go to sleep and get my beauty sleep. So also, after you microneedle, it's very, very important that you take care of it and wash it properly, because the last thing you want is bacteria growing on this thing, and then when you go to use it next time, you're actually doing more harm than good. So the way that I take care of it is I actually take my Thieves all-purpose cleaner, because I know it's natural, I know what's in there, and I know it's going to do the job. So I just dip it in like a little container and dip it in for about 30 minutes. And then I give it a rinse with some nice warm water, and then I let it air dry. And then it also comes in a little container, and I just place it in there once it's air dry and keep it for next time. I'm going to give you a fun fact. So if you don't do any kind of microneedling, your moisturizer has an absorption rate about 4 to 10%. After microneedling, I believe it is 70%. So 70% of that beautiful, beautiful product that you're going to use, that we pay a fortune for, you're actually getting much more worth out of your money by using it and getting it absorbed and actually doing what it's supposed to do. I actually did microneedling last night, and this is my after. So I don't know if you can see, but my skin feels really, really good. It feels tight. It feels glowing. So that's my after pick. I know it's scary, but it's my after pick. So there you have it. That's basically how I microneedle at home. You can give it a try and see what works for you, of course. So basically what I do is I exfoliate every few days. Then I microneedle at least once a week, if not definitely once every 2 weeks. Then once a month, I try to give myself a little facial with a little steam with some essential oils in it as well as once a month, I try to do a scrub or a mask as well. So it takes a lot of work to be a lady, I'm telling you. But you know what? At our age, I find it takes more work, but definitely worth it. So, yeah, so just keep doing it, okay? It is not beauty that's from the outside. It definitely comes from the inside. But when we look good on the outside, or we try to look good, it definitely is all worth it, and we feel good anyway, and we look good. So I hope you enjoyed my video on microneedling today. And if you've never heard of it, I hope you got an introduction, and do your research if you need to. Don't take my word for it, of course. There's so many people who use different ways at home, but that's my take on it. And if you've never heard of it, drop me a line down below and let me know what you think of it. It's pretty cool with all the needles, isn't it? So thank you for coming on and talking beauty with me. And if you got any useful information out of this video, please press like, give me a thumbs up, and, comment. Let me know what you think as well. And don't forget to share. Share away. If you find there's a friend who could use this little procedure at home, share away. I would be honored. As well as if you haven't subscribed to my channel, we talk all health, wellness, and beauty. Please subscribe today and get notifications so you know exactly when I'm going to put a video out. Yes. So we'll see you next time. Keep beautiful, my peeps. Stay healthy, and see you next time.